If you're into mountain biking, camping, or just the weekend warrior lifestyle, this video is for you. For the past year, I've been dialing in my 3rd gen Tacoma to be practical and affordable setup. It's not a full-time rig for me, but it's perfect for short trips, mountain bike races, and spontaneous getaways. I'm actually on a 3-week trip right now, 2 weeks in, 1 week left of hard camping, where the setup will come with me to the TDS Enduro this weekend, and I'll be racing in the e-bike category, so I have a ways to charge my bike, and it's not only my home base, but also my race hub. I've listed all the gear I use down in the description below. If I missed anything or if you've got questions, drop them in the comments and I'll make sure to respond. Usually when I'm traveling in my truck, you see nothing on the outside besides my bikes on the rack. And I have the topper too over the bed because that is where I usually sleep. And if I really need to, I always have my shower in there too with a hose and can do a quick rinse off if I really need to. But this is more of my race setup and maybe weekend warrior vibe, where I'm not too worried about drawing attention to myself, because that is kind of the most important thing to me when I'm traveling, is just like getting in and out easy and not drawing attention. That's why I like the topper, because it kind of looks like you couldn't sleep in it, but I do, because I have a 5-foot bed and I'm 5'6", so I do have to sleep diagonal in it, but it works well for me. So starting with my basic setup, which is the inflated air topper. This is just like a SUP, where I inflate it to, I think, 5 to 8 pounds of pressure. Yeah, right there. Just like a SUP paddleboard, you have a few spots to inflate it with. And the thing that I like most about this is I can take it on and off myself, and it folds up into a backpack size when I'm done with it. And after every trip, I just fold it up and put it in the garage, and I can run my truck like normal. Some upgrades I've done are, for all the windows, I've added this blackout fabric, and that works really well for keeping people from looking inside and keeping the light out. I'll roll this down and connect it to the outside window. For the platform, I just have a piece of plywood that I had cut at Home Depot to the size that I wanted. And I have the 2 plank wood supports that are 1 by 7, I believe. And I also had Home Depot cut that. So I also got a Tacoma specific air mattress that fits it perfectly if I didn't have a platform, and it goes around the wheel wells. But since I have it raised, it doesn't fit quite perfectly, but the length is the most important thing for me. And by putting the memory foam on top, it actually goes over my shower and makes it fit way better. I did have to cut the end off, but that was super easy to do and makes the bed super comfortable, like I'm sleeping at home. And because it has some room for the wheel wells, it also squeezes in just perfectly with my rinse kit shower that I always leave on my truck, even if I unpack. And peeking into my water supply, I have the rinse kit rail 5-gallon that is electric. So that just filled all the water into the hose, and the display here showed how much battery life it had as well as water temperature. And you can even plug in to charge some things if you like. This is my whole setup with a heater, because sometimes I am bougie like that. So I also have a rinse kit heater. You just attach a little propane to it. You choose how hot. It has a power start, water temperature as well. You do have to plug it into some power though. I have my power bank here, which I like to plug into, but I imagine there's also an attachment to plug directly into this and just be self-sufficient on that. And then because of the location, I put my little shower tent here, where I have a mat for my feet. I have this little Shimano bag that I rigged up with a little clothesline for my clothes to get changed into so they don't get too horribly wet. And I rigged up a little hook for my shower. They have a cool attachment from Rinse Kit for actual showering, and they have a water hose attachment as well if you wanted to like wash things. That's a really nice setup to have a shower and have some privacy. Just so works out that I have 7 inches of clearance underneath, which is perfect for these hefty bins, and I can keep a few of those inside. And I'm really proud of my little MacGyver situation here, where I drilled a hole into this bin so I can easily pull it out and shove it back in so I can fit my canopy and stand, or, you know, sometimes I have a surfboard or something. I, of course, have my cooler with all the cool stickers, and I really like these chairs because they're really easy to set up and they're super compact. I also have a solar panel to recharge my power bank. I would probably keep this on top of the truck for the most sunlight, but I have it hung up right now just to show you. And when I chose my power bank, I did a lot of math myself based on research I found on the internet of charging my old RA Temp Peak. And I did do it last year at Hot Laps, where I practiced all day one day and then charged it overnight, one full charge with this power bank to race the next day. I do have a new Temp now, which I believe has a bigger battery, and I haven't quite done the math. But I will be racing e-bikes again this weekend, where you have a full day of practice in a pretty steep hill, lots of stages. So I'll definitely be draining my battery, and then 2 full days of racing. So I'll be needing to use a lot more. To be honest, I'm a little bit stressed on charging my bike because, one, if I don't have full sunlight, I'm not quite sure how long it takes to recharge the battery, and if I'm out riding all day and shade covers it and I don't realize it, then I might be in for a surprise. Worst case scenario, there will hopefully be people there with generators to help me out if I need to. But it has worked for me before, where I was hard camping and e-bike racing, fully supported by myself with my setup. So I know it is possible. I just have high anxiety of making sure I'm good for the race. Also, special things for my race setup are my feedback A-frame stand. And this is more so in case I have friends camping nearby or that want to hang out, and they can use the rack too. So that's always a nice setup to have. And I have the classic Easy Up setup here with their mat and their weights. And then I added some solar powered lights, which helps so much at night when you're hanging out. I also have my 1UP USA rack, which I really like. I've done a video review on this already. Getting into some random necessities, Shimano sent me this really cool adventure mat that I can fold out, and I put right next to my door when I'm changing. So that has been really cool, and I use that all the time. I also have a Shimano down blanket, which has helped a ton, and it folds up really small. I have little bags to hold things like I have in the shower. Can always use rags, Dawn soap. One really helpful thing are these little Velcro strips, and I use those everywhere all the time. I'm using it to keep this together. Always tape, trash bags, knives, lighters. This is a cool rubber funnel if I need to refill the water for in there. Always gotta have a towee to help tow the friends when I'm on the e-bike. Zip ties. I also have a bin for bike stuff, random chargers that I might need. I can charge the shower. A few things I forgot to mention that's very important with my truck setup is I have added a heavy duty chain lock. I always use these little wheel ones as well, but you can get these in different lengths. I just got the longest one because sometimes I add a third tray to this. And then this always stays in my truck, and it is the feedback toolkit. I've added just a few things to it. It's pretty much my exclusive toolkit that I even use at home, and has just about everything I need for working on my bike. And I love that so much. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful and inspirational for you with your own build. And once again, I will link everything in the description below. If I miss anything, just let me know in the comments and I will reply. And if you did like this, please do like and subscribe. It helps me a ton to keep these videos going for you guys. Thanks.